Hi, thank you for joining us today at Love Church.
You can keep up to date with all the latest on all our social media platforms.
Now, here's today's message.
You can know Jesus more closely than you can ever imagine. You can hear his voice more frequently than you've ever anticipated. You can be aware of his leading in the ordinary everyday tunes of life, as well as in those special occasions where you're really desperate and clinging on to God. Jesus is an ever-present God. He never leaves you nor forsakes you. He never runs out of patience with you. Wherever you're at, he meets you where you're at. So the purpose of this series is for us to understand not that just we can know Jesus, but that we can know Jesus. See, there's a difference. You might have a favourite band or a favourite movie star and you can know about them. You don't know them. You can know all the statistics about your favourite team. You can know all the stats and performance levels of your favourite player. You don't know them. There's a God who became a man, and his name is Jesus. And he invites you to know him. And you know the secret fear of so many Christians? It's been a secret fear of mine at one time too. Does everybody know him better than I do? Does everybody experience him in these revival, exciting, river dancing angels during the night ways? And I don't? Is it just me that can barely put a bowl of cornflakes on the table in the morning while everybody else seems to be reading 16 chapters at a time and memorizing it in the Greek and floating to work rather than being stuck in traffic? I mean, have I got the same Jesus as them? You do. You have the same Jesus as they do, but John understood your predicament because John was writing to an audience who'd never met Jesus in the flesh. And John had met him in the flesh. He'd lived with him for at least 3 years in ministry, and he's trying to get across, even though I knew him in the flesh, and even though you knew him at one time, I promise you, you can know him as closely without seeing him as I can know him, even though I knew him in the flesh. You and I can know him in the same way. And John backs up this claim I'm making in chapter 20 of the gospel that we're studying when he says in verse 30 and verse 31, this is what he said. Jesus performed many other signs in the presence of his disciples, which are not recorded in this book. But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Messiah, is the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. So there are 2 or 3 camps. There are those that know about Jesus but don't know him. There are those that know about Jesus and know him but long to know him more. And there are those, believe it or not, in 2025, there are those on our planet right now, some of them within 100 yards of where you're sitting today, have never even heard his name. They don't even know he's existed. They don't know the Bible stories you know. They haven't heard the gospel explanation you've heard. They haven't experienced what you've experienced. And in 2014, in the University of Nottingham, a well-known speaker and author called Amy Orr Ewing decided to conduct a survey at that university of 500 students. In the University of Nottingham in 2014, 500 students were surveyed to find out what they thought about purpose, the world, religion, and faith. In that university, out of 500 students surveyed, 498 didn't believe in God. 2 of the 500 surveyed believe there might be a God, and none could claim to know him. At one point, they surveyed in their survey a small group of Christian students who'd been in the UK for 8 months. When they were asked, what do you think about Jesus? Who do you think Jesus is? The Chinese students looked incredibly shocked. And when they were quizzed about their reaction, it turned out that they thought the team of surveyors were swearing at them when they were asking them about Jesus Christ. In their 8 months in the University of Nottingham, they had never heard the name Jesus Christ unless it was used as a swear word or a curse. They had no idea who he was. You could go on the streets around here today. You could ask people, who is Jesus? You would probably get, and you might have done this with us over the years, you'll get 101 different answers. Well, have a guess who said this. I have always considered Jesus to be one of the greatest revolutionaries in the history of the world. Who said that? Fidel Castro. Did I email you my notes by mistake, Jim? You've heard it before. I'll try and keep it fresher next week, I promise. All right then, well, let's go back to the Bible then, because my attempts to impress you are clearly not going to work. John chapter 8, verse 51 to 59. And here is the title for today's message. Jesus is the I Am. The I Am. Here's Jesus speaking. Very truly I tell you, whoever obeys my word will never see death. At this they exclaimed, now we know that you're demon-possessed. Abraham died and so did the prophets. Yet you say that whoever obeys your word will never taste death. Are you greater than our father Abraham? He died, and so did the prophets. Who do you think you are? Jesus replied, if I glorify myself, my glory means nothing. My Father, whom you claim as your God, is the one who glorifies me. Though you do not know him, I know him. If I said I did not, I would be a liar like you. But I do know him and obey his word. Your father Abraham rejoiced at the thought of seeing my day. He did see it and was glad. You are not even 50 years old, they said to him, and you have seen Abraham? Very truly I tell you, Jesus answered, before Abraham was born, I am. At this, they picked up stones to stone him, but Jesus hid himself, slipping away from the temple grounds. Jesus is making astonishing claims. As the Gospel of John heats up, he's getting increasingly more controversial, increasingly more infuriating to those that want the status quo. If anyone keeps my word, he shall never see death. This is another remarkable claim that only makes sense if Jesus is God and if Jesus is one with the Father. And here's their reaction. Not tears of repentance, not crying and weeping, not even looking for a rope to hang him, not even looking for a sword to stab him. They pick up stones as if to stone him. What was stoning the sentence for? Blasphemy. You can look at Leviticus 24 to see the law there. And when they pick up stones to stone Jesus, Jesus does not say, I'm sorry, you've got it all wrong, guys. I'm not saying I'm God. He doesn't correct their understanding. In fact, 2 chapters in, John chapter 10, 2 chapters over, this is what he says. Jesus speaking again. I have shown you many good works from the Father. For which of these do you stone me? We are not stoning you for any good work, they reply, but for blasphemy, because you are a man and claiming to be God. You can jump on YouTube today and there will be people that will say, Jesus never claimed to be God. They thought he did. And again, Jesus doesn't correct his understanding. Now let's fast forward, jump right to the end. Let's go to Matthew for a deeper version of Jesus' trial. And here's what happens at the trial in Matthew chapter 26. Then the high priest tore his clothes and said, he has spoken blasphemy. Why do we need any more witnesses? Look, now you've even heard the blasphemy. What do you think? He is worthy of death, they answered. Jesus doesn't correct their understanding when they pick up stones to stone him. Jesus doesn't correct their understanding when they try to kill him in chapter 10. And even when they've arrested him, when he's facing death, Jesus doesn't correct their understanding. And here was the issue. This is the third time so far in the Gospels that we hear Jesus describing himself as I am. It's exactly the same terminology that's used in Exodus chapter 3. Remember when Moses speaks to God and says, suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you. And they ask me, what's his name? Then what shall I tell them? And God said to Moses, I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. Jesus is saying, I am the God of Moses. No wonder they're picking up stones. There's a little bit of religious intolerance in all of us that wants to stone Jesus for being so bold. But Jesus is saying, you know when Moses heard a voice speak to him from a burning bush? See the voice that you're hearing right now? That's the voice that Moses heard. You wonder what that voice sounded like? This is what it sounded like. It was my voice. So I am to the Jews, have a little bit of sympathy for them. It's the sacred name of God. So sacred that they cannot pronounce it except one man once a year, the high priest in the Holy of Holies on the Day of Atonement. He could whisper the name I am. The rest of the time you say it, we're looking for stones. But what does I am mean now? We know what it means to Jews. We know what it means to Jesus. What does it mean to the world here today? Well, when a God says I am, this is what he's saying. I'm going to solve your biggest question. Your biggest question is, who made God? Your biggest question is, well, where did God come from? I am says self-existent. I am says sustains himself and all of life. I am means no need for a beginning, no need for an end. I am is the ultimate fact of the universe, the originator, the creator, the sustainer of life. And their reaction, at least, was a reaction. You could preach a brilliant sermon like this today in many churches and you're reacting, well, that's very interesting. What's for lunch? No, you've got to get off the fence. You either have to go down on your knees and worship, or you have to pick up your stones, but you cannot stay indifferent when I am makes a claim. You just can't say, well, he's a very interesting teacher, that Jesus, isn't he? I think I'll buy more of his books and listen to more of his podcasts. His words either cause you to love him or loathe him. There's no middle ground. And if you're apathetic or indifferent or lukewarm, I've got news for you. You've misheard the voice. Because it doesn't leave you in neutral. It leaves you in rage or it leaves you in repentance. C.S. Lewis, trying to explain why he shared his faith in the campuses of Oxford University, tried to express it like this. I am trying to prevent anyone saying the really foolish thing that people often say about Jesus. They'll say things like, I'm ready to accept Jesus as a great moral teacher, but I don't accept his claim to be God. That is the one thing, according to C.S. Lewis, we must not say. A man who was merely a man and said the sort of things that Jesus said would not be a great moral teacher. He would either be a lunatic on a level with a man that says he's a poached egg, or else he would be the devil of hell. You must make your choice. Either this man was and is the Son of God, or else a madman, or possibly even something worse. But let us not come up with any patronizing nonsense about his being a great human teacher. He never left that open to us, nor did he intend to. Jesus stands before you and says, you crown me or you kill me. There are only two responses. You either make me Lord and place me in the center of your entire life, or you utterly reject me and oppose everything I stand for. Anything else is a lack of integrity. Anything else is dishonest. And Jesus, like God could and God should, decides all the way from John chapter 6 right the way up to John chapter 18 to keep making this point over and over and over again. When you decide to arrest me, just know who you're arresting. When you decide to torture me, just know who you're torturing. When you decide to humiliate me, just know who you're humiliating. When you decide to nail me, just know who you're nailing. And when you decide to stab me, just know who you're stabbing. And when you decide to bring me down and wrap me up, just know who you're bringing down and wrapping up. And when you put me in that tomb, just remember who you put in there. And 7 times, 7 plus 1 sort of, 7 times from chapter 6 to chapter 18, John keeps saying, I am. I am. I am. The rage is getting ragier. That word? The love and devotion is getting deeper. The confusion is getting intolerable. And if he says things like, I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the door of the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the true vine. I am, here's a bonus one, the Alpha and the Omega, from later on in John chapter 22. See, Jesus' entire teaching centered on himself. Religious leaders taught about God. Jesus taught about himself because he was God. And if he is God, then it's very reasonable to say, I am the bread of life, because only I can satisfy. I am the resurrection and the life. Watch what happens in a few chapters' time. I am the only shepherd that can lead you. You create a life for yourself, and however good it might look, it's pre-mark. No offense. Compared to the life that I have designed for you, I am giving you a life that was designed in the ultimate design showrooms of heaven, and you're celebrating for charity shop. I am. So what is he? What's your opinion? What's your view? Is he mad? Is he evil? Or is he I am, the God of the living universe? See, if you visit a psychiatric unit where people are suffering psychosis, very often what leads up to that moment is they get obsessed with themselves. I have a beloved relative, dear and elderly now. She gets it into her head every so often that she's dying. And such is the fear of death in her, there's nothing the family can do except hospitalize her, help her with her medication, get her some treatment, and then bring her home again until the cycle repeats the next time. She cannot get her mind off her own mortality. You see, one of the ways you'll know you've been in touch with the I am is your mind is not always on you. Your mind is usually found resting in him. And there was a professor from the University of California who, when teaching his students one day, he said, I've came to the conclusion that all I need to do when counseling people is pick up the Bible and read portions of Jesus' teachings to my patients. That's what they need. The word of I am. Bono from U2 said, so either in my view, he was the Son of God or he was nuts. And it's hard to accept that the whole millions and millions of lives, half the earth for 2,000 years have been touched. I felt their lives touched and inspired by somebody who's a nutter. I just cannot believe that. The resurrection puts paid for once and for all that Jesus wasn't a lunatic. But it's possible he's evil. Was he evil? Well, the proof is in the pudding. What kind of evil person do you know that says things like, love your enemies, bless those who persecute you, do unto others as you would have them do to you? Does that sound evil? Let me tell you the most evil statement you'll ever hear. Look after number 1. Put yourself first. Have a season of me. It's just about me now. It's been about the kids. It's been about my wife. It's just time for me to waste money in a Lamborghini and buy golf clubs I'll never use. And I know it's a wee midlife crisis. Mate, get your eyes off yourself. You're acting like the evil one. Jesus said, you keep trying to find your life. You keep losing it. Jesus' teachings are the foundation of the legal system that keeps you out of jail when you speed. Jesus' teaching inspired Nicholas, a 4th century orphan from Turkey, to start delivering gifts at a certain time of year to other orphans, and spent his ministry. Do you know his name? St. Nicholas, radical generosity. It was Jesus' teaching that inspired Florence Nightingale from Italy to birth the nursing profession. It was Jesus' teaching that inspired the Swiss businessman Henry Durant in the 1860s to found the Red Cross. It was Jesus' teaching that inspired William Booth to found the Salvation Army. It was Jesus' teaching that inspired Gandhi in non-violent protest. It was Jesus' teaching that inspired Martin Luther King in his fight for equality. This is not the fruit of a man with evil intentions. And his character supports the claim he was sound, the humblest of men, the most balanced and modest of human beings. He made himself the central figure of Judgment Day, and in the next scene, washes his disciples' feet. He told his disciples to love their enemies, and he himself prayed for forgiveness for those who were nailing them to the cross. Now, you will come across very many self-centered religious leaders. And you'll know it because they'll act like it. But you've also came across many humble people. But none of those humble people have made the claims that Jesus made. His closest friends that lived with him for 3 years at least, like John and Peter, said things about him. John declared of him, he was just full of grace and truth. What a compliment. What do they say about you? John also said later on, we lived with Jesus for 3 years. In him, there was no sin. I mean, live with me for 3 minutes. Oh, aye, in him there is sin. But not in Jesus. Peter makes a claim in 1 Peter chapter 2, speaking of Jesus, he committed no sin. Now, these are his followers, so maybe they feel they've got to say good things about him. Well, what about Pontius Pilate? Pontius Pilate said, I find no basis for a charge against this man. He's a good man. Even the traitor Judas met a desperately sad end when he realized he'd betrayed a man who was innocent of the charges they were about to kill him for. Now, in 1854, there was a Japanese feudal lord called Wakasa no Kame. He, while walking along the road one day, discovered a waterlogged copy of a Dutch translation of the Bible floating in water. He found it, was curious, tried to read it and couldn't, so he searched and searched and searched until he found a Chinese translation of the Bible, and then he studied it for 11 years. There was one Protestant missionary in Japan at that point whose name was Verbeck. And after 11 years, this Japanese feudal lord turned up at the home of Verbeck with 50 of his soldiers and said, hello, we'd like to be baptized, please. They said, where did you hear about baptism? In this book. What else have you learned in that book? Jesus Christ is Lord. Well, what do you know about Jesus? And this is what the feudal lord said. I cannot tell you my feelings when for the first time I read the account and character and work of Jesus Christ. I had never seen, heard, or imagined such a person. I was filled with admiration, overwhelmed with emotion, and taken captive by the record of his nature and his life. We are here for baptism. Even those who reject his claims admire his character. But as well as making direct claims, I am, he also made indirect claims. He forgives sins. Let's pause there for a second. Only the person that's been sinned against can forgive sins, right? Sounds reasonable. So let's say John punches Joe in the mouth in church. So John punches Joe in the mouth, and I go up and say, John, I forgive you. What's Joe thinking?
Punch her.
Every sin you've ever committed against another human being, Jesus has taken it personally. Every sin that's ever been committed against you, Jesus has taken it personally. And sometimes you've been punched in the mouth, and sometimes you've raised your fist and gubbed somebody else. And Jesus says, I forgive you. If you threw the punch or received the punch, I forgive you. But he puts these throwaway phrases in. He's walking with the disciples one day. He's surrounded by the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and he just says casually, I sent you the prophets and the wise men and the scribes. What's he talking about now? All those prophets, I sent them. He claimed he's going to judge the world. He claimed he would return at the end of history. He claimed he would sit on his throne. He claimed all nations would be judged by him and their eternal destiny were held in his hand. And when Jesus was worshipped, he did not refuse it. But when we see angels being worshipped, they often refuse it. The Magi, the wise men, come to his birth. The Bible says they saw the child with his mother Mary and they bowed down and worshipped him. Before he'd uttered a word, these wise men from another place knew who was in that manger. All he can do is cry and feed and sleep and poop and cry and feed and sleep. He's a baby, but they know who that baby is. And they worship him. When he heals a blind man, the man said, Lord, I believe. And then he worshipped him. After walking on the water, the disciples worshipped him. You really are the Son of God. Seeing him alive, 2 Marys one day at Easter ran to him, grasped his feet, and worshipped him. Thomas, when he eventually meets him after the original disciples had already met him, proclaims when he sees him, my Lord and my God. Evil people can't raise from the dead. Only God can. The bodily resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead is the crowning proof of Christianity. If the resurrection did not take place, Christianity is a false religion. If it did take place, then Christ is God and the Christian faith is absolute truth. So said Henry Morris. So we have to make up lies. Because if there is an empty tomb, but we don't want a Lord, then we have to find another scenario. Well, his disciples stole the body. Yeah, they all died for a lie. I doubt it. Did the Jewish leaders steal the body? They wanted to stop the church in its tracks. All they had to do was show us the body, and we're finished. As a movement, we're silenced. In the Old Testament, we reckon there are around 400 prophecies that point to the coming of a Messiah, the vast majority of which are fulfilled in the life of Jesus to date, except for the ones that will be fulfilled on his return. Think about that. 400 prophecies. The Old Testament closes and there's 400 years of silence. There's nothing. God doesn't speak that's recorded in Scripture at least. He has no dealings with man that are recorded as Scripture at least. For 400 years there is nothing. Think about that. And then a baby appears in a manger in Bethlehem, who's destined to be brought up in Nazareth after making his way there via Egypt. Worshipped by wise men, shepherds, chased and pursued by a king who wants him dead. Now, 400 years since the last of these prophecies had been uttered. Think about that. That's your parents, nothing. Your grandparents, nothing. Your great-grandparents, nothing. Your great-great-grandparents, nothing. And your great-great-great-grandparents, nothing. No word from God. 400 years. How much would you know about what they knew after 400 years? You cannot even comprehend it. If I asked you your mum and dad's name, I hope you know it. If I asked you your grandparents, there's a chance some of you might know it. If I asked you your great-grandparents' name, good question. If I asked you your great-great-grandparents' name, no chance. 400 years of nothing, then a child is born. H.G. Wells, who wrote the famous book about time travel, he said, I am not a believer, I'm a historian, but even I must confess as a historian, the penniless creature from Galilee is irresistibly the center of history. Time magazine called him the man of the millennium. Third of the world's population claimed to follow him. Probably about 1 in 10 do. Mad, evil, God? That fence, I hope, feels very uncomfortable. Let's get back into our study of John, verse 58 and 39. Very truly I tell you, Jesus answers, before Abraham was born, I am. At this they picked up stones to stone him. Well, what's your response? Get on your knees or pick up your stones. G. Campbell Morgan said, if Christ is only a man, then I'm an idolater. If he's God, then anyone who denies it is a blasphemer. His death and resurrection cannot be ignored. Let me read to you what John said again. These are written that you may believe Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. You want a God you can talk to? You've got one. You want a God you can experience? You've got one. You want a God that is good? You have one. You want a God that keeps his promises? You've got one. I am the way, the truth, and the life, the resurrection and the life, the bread of life, the living water. No one comes to the Father except through me. And if Jesus is God, then God is here. And if God is here, then anything is possible. And you and I, in response to this God, if we're honest, woke up this morning and debated, will I go and worship him this morning, or will I watch a cooking program? You can record a cooking program. You cannot dare to miss an opportunity to worship the only true and living God. You see, churches are full of people that want to comply with religious instruction. But when you understand the I am is the I am, no compliance is needed. It's voluntary surrender that you afford the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And even when I don't feel like it, it's none of my business. He's got a throne. I've got two legs. Wherever he's found, I'll be there worshiping.
We hope you have enjoyed today's message.
For more information on Love Church Scotland, please visit us at www.lovechurch.scot. Thanks for listening.